Welcome to Muscle Maintenance with InShape Fitness. I am Coach Kim. Today's Functional 5 is on Thursday, the 9th of April, and we are still in solitary confinement, in quarantine, in sheltering in place in the United States. I'm in New York City, as you know, and we're doing the same 5 exercises that we've been doing all week. We're doing them a little bit more intensely today. We're going to still do the forward kicks, the bunny hops, the one-legged stand, which we're turning into the forward reach officially today, and then the side plank and push-ups on the floor. So today is the last day we're going to be doing them individually, though I actually have a couple of ideas for combinations, but tomorrow is going to be the day that we do the mashup, which will last for about 15 minutes. And in the end, hopefully this week, as we've done in the last several weeks, we're teaching 5 moves. You practice those 5 moves and repeat them. The repetition helps you practice and practice and practice, which leads to mastery. When you master 5 exercises, and they're in your sort of exercise toolbox, right? The sort of in the home body weight movements that don't require any space other than maybe like the size of a yoga mat, then you have long-term memory established where you now know what to do when your life maybe resumes some sort of normalcy, but it still becomes really apparent. You've got this ingrained sense of exercising in your home, exercising the first thing when you wake up in the morning, hopefully, and taking much better care of yourself in the long run. Prevention is going to help us helps you be a stronger person, helps protect your immunity, helps build strength in your core, better posture, better breathing, better ambulatory movement. And as a stronger person, you become part of a stronger family and community. And hopefully we can attack some of these health issues with a little different perspective much bigger different perspective when we get through the other side of this thing. So let's get started with the postural systems check. I want you to stand up real tall. And the next part of the postural systems check is for you to take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose real deeply. I don't know that I can breathe better today than I could yesterday. Today is raining even more than yesterday, although ironically, I did not run this morning. So I guess because I was running yesterday, I had a little bit of a sniffly nose. In any case, take an exhale, big exhales through your belly. Whoa, sorry for that bang. My very imperfect studio environment here involves me on a floor in a corner, sitting in, crisscross style, leaning over to the microphone, and I just banged my water bottle on the edge of the table here. So anyway, apologies for that. All right, now what I want you to do is think about that invisible line that runs down the top of your head, right? So it's the plumb line, and that is the definition of this invisible postural systems check line that runs down the top of your head through the side of your head so that it touches invisibly, of course, the ears, and then the next touch point is your shoulders. That means that your shoulders are back and your head is back. The problem we have with rounded shoulders and a craned neck is that when we sit at our desks all day or we're driving in a car and we're sort of forward bent, that closes the chest, inhibits your respiration, and then pulls on various muscles that reside in your neck and your back, and in your the back of your sort of the internal muscles that connect the cervical part of your spine, as well as the sort of closing off of your chest and your throat, which inhibit the muscles that are in the front of your body. In any case, getting your head back, getting your chest open is really, really important. Helps you breathing as well. And then as the plumb line runs down the side of your body, it runs through your pelvis and then down your legs. You want to make sure that you're making contact with your floor equally with both the left and the right leg, despite the fact that you're probably dominant on your right side. We'll talk more about that when we get to some of the single leg exercises that we do. And the next thing that we're going to start with are some push-ups. All right, we're going to go right into some push-ups. We're going to do a couple of sets here. I want you to bend all the way down and get yourself into a push-up position on your hands. Now, your hands can be on the floor about shoulder width apart, and then maybe a little wider than shoulder width apart, but make sure that in terms of the line, the straight up and down line with your shoulders and your wrists is, if you open up farther, your shoulders aren't too far forward or too far back, right? You still want that vertical alignment. And then make sure that you don't mash the heel of your hand into the floor. You want to use the palm. You want to use your fingertips. And now we're going to go for 30 seconds. All right, I'm going to turn the music up to motivate you a little bit. You're going to inhale as you bend your bend your elbows, and then exhale as you push back up. But remember, you don't need to do these all on your feet. If you need to go to your knees and execute push-ups on your knees, you can do that too. So go ahead and get started. Your 30 seconds starts now. Excellent. Inhale through your nose as you bend your elbows and lower down towards the floor. Push up as you exhale, and make sure that you keep your back straight. Pull your belly button in. Don't let your butt lift into the air. That cuts off the isometric contractions of your tummy. And last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Drop your body into child's pose for a deep breath or two. Sit your butt all the way onto your heels, and then walk your fingers far forward just to let your arms rest, your shoulders rest a little bit. We're going to go right into a side plank. Okay, once again, you're going to resume the plank position, right? Push-ups are hard because push-ups are a plank. They're a moving plank. And you're going to now go back to that position, but this time on your elbows, and you're going to go to the right side. You're going to turn to the right and put your right elbow on the floor, which lines up vertically with the right shoulder. And then you're going to lift your body up with straight legs, stacked straight legs. For 15 seconds, your time begins now. Halfway through. Make sure you breathe a little bit here. Inhaling still through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Last 5 seconds. And rest. Awesome. All right, turn your body over. Let's do the left side. So the left elbow is on the floor, left shoulder lines up with the left elbow, your feet are stacked, and your 15 seconds starts now. Halfway through. Make sure your hip flexors are straight. 5 seconds. And stand on up. All right, stand up, shake it out. We're going to start with some bunny hops. Okay, right into the bunny hops. Your knees should be soft. Your back should be straight. A little mini postural systems check as you take a couple of deep breaths. You lift up your heels because you're only landing. You're like bunny hopping is 1 inch or 2 inches off the floor. It's not hard. You just need to make sure that you land lightly on the balls of your feet and you stay soft in your knees. Keep your chest high and breathe. Your time starts now. 30 seconds. Give you some music. And that's 10. Some other fun things you can do if you're interested in bunny hops with a little extra oomph is to do a little twist here. And 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. Now what I want you to do is assume the position of a kickboxer. All right. Arms up in front of your face. Your elbows are right out in front of your chin, and your forearms are straight up and down. And now you lift up your left knee, and then kick out your left foot. Lift up your left knee, and then kick out the left foot with a flexed foot. We're going to go for 1 minute total of kicks, 30 seconds on each side. Okay, so take your time here at the beginning. We can always speed up. Your time starts now, 30 seconds. Lift up the left knee, kick out the left foot. Flex the left foot as you kick, because if you were actually kicking something, the kinetic energy would leave your core, run down your leg and out your heel. So if you were like striking a door open, you'd want to kick that door open by making contact with the heel of your foot, not with the middle foot part of your foot or the ball of your foot. Last 5 seconds. These go quickly. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, awesome. Now, so those were harder. If you're right-handed, moving the left foot with the right leg stable is easier. So now you're going to stabilize on your left leg and lift up the right knee. Arms don't move. You're still protecting your face. And then you lift up the right knee and kick out the right foot with a flex foot. Time starts now, 30 seconds. Don't need to go fast. Go slow in the beginning. And with each kick, you can feel it out a little bit, but get a little bit faster, more dynamic. It's not about doing a number of them. We're not into repetitions here. Halfway finished, by the way. What we're focused on is power. So you lift up the right knee, kick out the right foot. It's going to seem less powerful if you're right-handed, because your right leg is strong, but it's not necessarily it doesn't have the coordination necessarily. All right. Last 3 seconds. Great. Okay, now we're going to go back to the stability on the right leg, right? You know now that you're more stable on your dominant leg. So even if it's your left leg, you know that too. But let's just go to the 90% of the people that we know are right-handed. Your right leg is going to be stable. And this is what you're going to do with the right leg balance, which we've been doing all week. We're now going to move the trunk. We're going to hoist or hinge, pivot the body down towards the floor into almost a horizontal position where the trunk and the left leg extends back as the trunk moves forward, and your left hand reaches towards the floor, but doesn't have to necessarily touch the floor. You just want to reach sort of out, keeping your back straight, and don't hinge, don't bend the knee, and don't bend over. You want to just keep the right leg straight, and then your body simply levers downwards as one unit. And then you squeeze your right butt cheek as you lift the body back into the erect standing position. Okay, we're just going to do a couple of these because we're going to do about 30 seconds on each leg. Go ahead and get started. It really doesn't matter if you do 2 of them or if you do 4 of them. But take your time, especially when you switch directions. That apex of your movement is critical, because that's the point when momentum can jump on board and give you a little bit of help. But you don't want that. You want to maximize the efficiency of the movement here, so you squeeze the glute as you lift back up. That means you have to go slower, but it definitely makes a difference. Okay, time to switch sides. Left leg is stable. The body still reaches towards the floor, but this time the right leg extends back and the right arm extends towards the floor. Very good. Last 10 seconds. Again, don't worry about the number. Just take your time. And if you waver, that's okay too. Don't worry. Just be careful. Don't assume that you have to balance, in order to successfully complete this. If you need to put your other foot on the floor, do it. Do it. Okay, let's go back to push-ups, all right? We're going back to the floor. I want to do another set here. We're at 14 minutes, but I want to make sure that you feel really, really good when you finish this exercise routine. So back to the floor, back to our push-ups. This time we're going to go for 1 minute. All right, 1 minute each exercise. For the ones that, obviously have different movement for each leg, we'll do 30 seconds again. But 1 minute of push-ups. Make sure, again, if you need to drop to your knees to complete a 60-second interval here, you do that. It's really not a big deal. Your time starts now. And make sure you inhale as you lower the body. I'm turning the music back up because we got 1 minute to go. And you're in it. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you push back up. You can do this. Keep your back straight. Belly button pulled in. Coming up on halfway. 25 seconds to go. Don't worry about the number. Worry about the mechanical movement, the perfection of the mechanical movement. Inhale down, exhale up, 15 seconds. Last 6 seconds. You've got this. Last push-up. 3, 2, 1, and rest in child's pose. Ooh, that was fast. Okay. Rested in a child's pose now. Your butt is on the heels and you are stretching your arms forward. Make sure that you take a couple of deep breaths. Push-ups are hard. Did you know that there was a study at, I forget if it was at Harvard or Stanford or something, one of those places where they do these things. And the study it was a long study that had to do with firefighters and their cardiovascular health and the correlation of potential for cardiovascular disease and the number of push-ups that one could complete without stopping. So the key number is 40. Right? It's a lot of push-ups. I can do 40 push-ups, but whew, it takes a lot out of me. So let's move to the side plank now. Turn to the right. Right arm down, right elbow on the floor, right shoulder right in line with it, and your 30 seconds starts now. Make sure your legs are straight and stacked. And if you need to lower to your knees, that's okay. Keep going. Halfway finished. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. The other side's probably harder, but let's do the left side. Left elbow down, left shoulder in line with the left elbow, and your legs are straight. Lift up. 30 seconds starts now. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Halfway. You're doing great. Keep it up. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Awesome. All right. You're standing back up again. Standing back up, and we're going to go right to those bunny hops. So we'll try to make them interesting. We've got a minute. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit, but just so that we can have a little fun here, we're going to start and we'll mix it up a little bit with some twists and some left rights and some forward backs and maybe even some one-legged bunny hops as well. Okay, so go ahead and make sure your knees are soft. You're landing lightly on the balls of your feet. Your hands can be anywhere. Your time for 1 minute starts now. Let's add some twists. Couple of twists. Remember, low bunny hops. All right, straighten it back out, and let's go side to side. Coming up on halfway already. Side to side, forward and back, and forward and back. Now straight up bunny hops, right up and down, both feet down. You got 20 seconds to go. Let's lift up the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Now left leg down, right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're almost to 10 seconds left, so keep hopping, keep going. Last thing, let's just add those twists back in because I love the twist. Torso twisting is great. It's annoying to people sometimes, but it's awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got, I really wanted to be done in 20 minutes, but we're not going to be done in 20 minutes. Total, we got forward kicks and the one-legged stand to still do. So let's do those forward kicks, starting with the left leg stable, with the right leg stable, left leg moving. Go ahead and get started. Your 30 seconds forward kicking with the left leg is going now. Left knee up to about your hip, left foot kicks out. Power through these. Make sure you're protecting your face. Make sure that you're putting your foot all the way back down on the floor and keep it going. You're halfway through already. keep kicking, keep your back straight. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and switch. Now the left leg is stable, right knee is up, and kick. Right knee comes up, right foot is flexed as you kick out. Your 30 seconds is going. Got one exercise left to do, and then you will be done for the day. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, and 2, and last move. All right, back to stability with the right leg. Now, 30 seconds. Again, you're going to just do 2 or 3 of these. So your heart rate is probably going a little bit from the bunny hops and the kicks. Take deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Keep your posture in check. Your back is straight. So your posture is still, the plumb line remains straight, right? If you think about it, as you reach down with your left hand, reach back with your left leg, your 30 seconds starts now. Remember to squeeze the right glute. It is the right butt cheek that lifts your body back up. So take your time. Control the movement in both directions. It's hard. This is a hard move. You've got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and let's do the left side. Left leg is stable. Tree trunk that left leg and keep your back straight. Last 30 seconds. Your right arm reaches down towards the floor. Once you get to the point where you're totally unstable, then switch directions. Pause for a fraction of a second. Switch those directions. Squeeze the left butt cheek, which is not as strong as the right butt cheek if you're right-handed. Something that you learn. It's really important to know your body. It's really important to understand how your physique impacts the quality of your exercises and the exercise time that you invest. It is an investment in who you are as a person to take care of yourself every day. You're all set here. We've had a great workout. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow, and this time we're going to do the 5 moves, but we're going to kind of mash them all up and do various sequences to really end the week on a great note. And if you have any questions, please let us know at bodybynshape.com. I'm Coach Kim, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.